guidelines for strategic action. Let me move on to this. Here's a little bit more closely and more focused. Let's see. I think the next thing that should happen is pretty impressive. So I hope you're all watching. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's our bumper sticker.
That's good.
Experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yeah. Good.
So, and here's one way that we talk about the new story. Nearly everybody agrees that the universe consists of matter, energy, and consciousness. Both new story and old story people completely agree about this. And that in this macrocosm of the universe, you have matter, energy, consciousness. Where they differ is what is the relationship among those three domains of reality. And the best way to understand that, we think, is to look at the microcosm, which is the individual human being, where we have, corresponding to body, we have matter, corresponding to matter, we have a body, then we have a mind, and the body causes the mind in the old story, and the mind causes consciousness somehow. So brain would be somewhere around here, and then mind is our emotions, and spirit is, our ability to be aware. And this is called upward causality, that in the old story, the universe arises from matter into electromagnetic energy and then into consciousness. And are you ready for a paradigm shift?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, here we go.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
In the new story, the primary reality is consciousness, where in the human being it's our spirit that determines the state of our mind, and that actually has impact on our body. And there is a lot of scientific evidence for this now.
Mm-hmm.
And incidentally, one of the new features on the Meta website coming soon will be a big set of science pages so that we can illustrate all of this. But back to roadmap now for a second. So this is what we recommend as guidelines for starting the discussion on the new story. But the critical piece really is personal empowerment. So, hold on once again. There. So these are 5 things that we recommend for people to empower themselves. The first one is exceedingly unpopular, especially with students. You usually lose them right here. And as I think I was saying to you yesterday, if you avoid the mass media, where are you going to get your news? Well, we maintain you don't really get a whole lot of news from the mass media. And you can find out what's going on in the world through alternative sources, and we can give you a list of those on our website. But if you were to actually do this, stop, cut way down on television watching, going to movies and so forth, it sort of creates a cultural vacuum. And what we recommend to fill that vacuum is to learn everything you can about nonviolence. Because it's much more than just a set of techniques. It involves a whole new worldview. This one is not unpopular in California. I imagine it's pretty okay in Florida as well. If you don't already have a spiritual practice, we recommend people get one. And let me say one word about that really quickly. That we recommend this website, ishwaran.org. People are looking around for how to get a spiritual practice. Then this will change your personality. This will change your outlook on life. And what you can do at that point is to behave more personally with everyone. Look for ways to break through the separation that Charles Eisenstein was always talking about. Just be personal with people. And now you're really ready to get active. And what we recommend is whatever you're doing, whatever project you're engaged in, be ready to tell the new story as a reason why you're doing it. So people say, well, an issue that people often have, for example, is racism. And we've even had people looking at roadmaps and saying, hey, racism isn't on here. Well, the reason racism isn't on there is that roadmap is a collection of solutions, not a collection of problems. But if you go over here to the justice area, that's where racism will fit. And if somebody tells you, yeah, but the races are created unequal, well, you say, we may be different looking in our bodies, but we have the same minds and the same consciousness, and we're united at that level, and segregation from one another is wrong. So whatever you're doing in the progressive world, there would be a new story explanation for why that's effective, why it's a sensible thing to do. So our strategic attitude on this is that if everybody starts telling some version of the new story while they're acting, talking to their in-laws, what have you, eventually it'll click. That's how paradigms shift. You know, the first time you hear it, it goes right past you. The second time you say, I think I heard that before. The third time you say, hey, that's interesting. And you know, as Gandhi said, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. So if we keep telling them the story, eventually it will take hold. So I think what I want to do now is go back to the roadmap just a bit and tell you where we're at with it. I think we don't quite have enough time for me to walk you through the website, but it's simple enough. After seeing this picture and saying, yeah, hey, I work over here in protecting wild areas, and this shows that I'm connected with people who are working on democratic institutions. I'm connected with people who are doing peace building overseas, because we're all in this together, connected by personal empowerment and the new story. So that's phase one of the roadmap as a project. Phase two was the creation of the name on the website. And what this allows a person or an organization to do is go on our website, click roadmap, and see, maybe I can just do that really quickly. Let's see here.
What's the name of the website?
Meta.
Okay,
Meta.
are you all seeing that?
Yep.
Oh, now I see.
Yep.
So this is the fabulous work of Stephanie. And if you go to roadmap, let's see, where is that? Oh, there, roadmap compass. So what you're seeing there is the mandala, if you want to use our technical terms. This is the compass. That means when you click on that, you can meet people who've already signed up and begin using the interactive roadmap compass. Now let's say you're working here on climate protection. These are examples. What you would do is list yourself or your organization in this name that was created by Anna Ikeda up in New York. And that gives you both a mapping tool, crowd map kind of thing. I hope on your computer it comes up a little faster. But this shows you a map of the world, and that's Anna in New Jersey, and that's me and us here at the Meta Center. Evidently somewhere in the middle of the North Atlantic.
Wow.
But of course this will eventually get filled up as people sign up when we've done our launch.
We should send the rescue.
So let's see. And then here, people who would sign up, here's some people who are already involved in the conversation.
Good.
And what we're looking for actually at this point is someone to be the custodian for these conversations. We need a volunteer to start doing that for us. So this is phase two. roadmap, which is the roadmap compass. We were all starting to have these conversations. And we're getting ready to launch that in a big way and move on to stage 3. And stage 3 will be actually charting a strategy for the entire progressive movement. And the model here will be the Sri Lankan Sarvodaya movement. They found it very helpful to create a 500-year plan for peace.
I love the tabs in the bottom.
Jim, is that a question?
No, I'm in love with this. I'll be, you'll see my face there soon. But,
Okay.
I think this is brilliant work, and Stephanie did a great job of putting it all graphically together, really easy to follow.
Good. So I think we can go back to this now. So what we're hoping is, well, let me go back a step here. One of our friends has proposed that we have during the year 6 meetings, 6 international conferences. And their purpose would be to create a constructive program for each of the 6 sectors. So your first meeting, news story, meeting, what's the constructive program for news story, then for peace, and so forth. Now, we've postponed that for a year until 2016 because what we want to do is go from the inside out the 3 concentric circles. So this year is dedicated to personal empowerment. 2016, for us, for Meta Center anyway, 2016 will be dedicated to a constructive program, and 2017, watch out. That's what we blocked the freeways and.
What do we do? What did you say?
Like the freeways.
It's do or die.
Have a party.
So, so we're going to have those 6 meetings in 2016 for the constructive program component of each of those sectors. What we are expecting and hoping is that out of that will come a group of people who like to do strategic thinking. And they will plan, let's say, maybe a 100-year plan for peace.
Wow.
2116, everything's fixed. So what's it going to look like in 75 years from now, 50 years, step it down to today? What do we do today to get to next year, and so forth? It's a very good system, a good process. And we've already thought of one kind of trajectory that things might take. You want to start with something that's doable, so we'd like to start with restorative justice in the schools. Because anyway, out here on the West Coast, it's practically already happening. Are you all familiar with the term restorative justice?
Yes, we've
Yes.
had meetings with, we had a meeting Rachel and I went to with our local county to discuss restorative justice.
Right.
They're interested, they're very slow, but.
Interesting and very slow is about how I would describe it.
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar. Can you give a little brief definition?
Well, briefly, instead of treating a person who has committed an offense as a criminal who has to be driven out and punished,
Yeah.
instead of regarding the offense as belonging to society at large and the state, you regard that person as someone with a problem that has to be reintegrated into society.
Right.
And the first step is to reconciliation between the victim and the offender.
Okay, I'm with you.
So, for example, in one school down here in San Diego, that was a very, very tough school, I guess it was the dean said, this will never work in our school, these kids are too tough. And so they offered it anyway, they offered restorative justice option. 95% of the disciplined kids chose to take the restorative option instead of being expelled or what have you. And of those 95%, 95% reached a successful conclusion.